Faith Matters. An interactive program brought to you by MTA International.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome once again to Faith Matters, a program where you, our viewers on MTA, set the agenda by the questions you send in. And Jazakumullah, thank you very much to our viewers, because we have literally been inundated here on Faith Matters with the questions we're getting, both over the email and indeed over the fax, but keep them coming. It's your program, you set the agenda, send in your questions. And as a reminder, the email right from the outset, for those of you wishing to raise questions from the answers you hear today, or you have a pressing question, be it of a religious or contemporary nature, the email once again, faithmatters, one word, at mta.tv. That's faithmatters at mta.tv. And the fax number, for those of you wishing to use the fax, is 44 for the UK, 208 687 8037. And with that, I wish to extend a very warm assalamu alaikum to my very distinguished panel. Welcome, gentlemen, to Faith Matters. Pleasure welcoming you all back to the program again. First of all, if I may just introduce to my immediate right is Maulana Tahir Selbi Sahib. He's a missionary from the northeast of England. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Faith Matters. To his right, from the good old United States, is our Naib Amir of the USA, Maulana Ezra Hanif Saab, who is also a missionary for Midwest United States. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Faith Matters. And to his right, a man from not so far away, Islamabad, that's Islamabad, UK, not Pakistan, but a man who is well known to MTA viewers, Maulana Abdul Ghani Jahangir Saab, who's also head of our French desk. Assalamu alaikum, Jahangir Saab.
Wa alaikum salam.
Gentlemen, welcome to Faith Matters. Thank you for your time in advance today, if I may say so. As I said, we've got a lot of questions to get through, and without any further ado, let's kick straight in. The first one we have is from Mike Nanook. Thank you, Mike, for your question. And he writes this, you guys, and I'm phrasing what he's put here, you guys, he's referring to us here on Faith Matters, talk a lot about the Bible, but you don't see any contradictions in the Quran. For example, and by that he means the Holy Quran, says that Jews believe that Ezra was the son of God, while everyone knows that the Jews never believe that. And similarly, according to Mike, you can find other contradictions in the Holy Quran. Jahangir Saab, if I could start with you on that question. This whole issue of showing contradictions in the Bible, and Mike's certainly arguing that there are contradictions in the Holy Quran.
Well, I'd have to say, first of all, that there are absolutely no contradictions in the Holy Quran. And by the grace of Allah, the Imam Mahdi, who is the founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, has shown conclusively that that's the case. There are absolutely no contradictions there. So, of course, if some people see apparent contradictions in the Quran, we would love to, receive their questions regarding those, and then, inshallah, we'll try to address them as and when we receive them, inshallah. But in this particular instance, where he raises the question of Ezra, or Zair, as is called in the Holy Quran, as being the son of God, and that this has been said in the Quran to be something that Jews believe in.
Indeed.
Just as the Christians say that Jesus, or Isa alayhi salam, is the son of God as well. So today, it's true that we do not find Jews of today who believe in such a thing. They therefore assume that there have never been any Jews who have ever believed in this. But we'll see that that is actually not the case. First of all, we have to kind of put it into context here. When this verse was revealed, we have to remember that it was addressed to people who were Jews within Medina itself, who were living with the Holy Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and who heard this verse. And other verses regarding Christianity were revealed, and they were heard by Christians, and most notably the Christians of Najran, who came to debate the issue with the Holy Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Now, we'll see that in one verse of the Holy Quran, Mary, the mother of Jesus, is actually called by the Jews, according to the Quran, Ya Ukhta Harun, O sister of Aaron. And whereas we know that she was historically not the sister of Aaron, and so they assume that that's an error, committed by the Quran, an anachronism, placing Aaron and Mary in the same time frame.
Indeed.
And also making them become brother and sister. Whereas in that case, of course, I mean, this is not really the subject of the question, but just very, very briefly, it meant that just as Miriam, who was the sister of Aaron, the brother of Moses as well, had accused Moses of wrongly marrying somebody who was not a Jew, and she was condemned for that. And so similarly, Mary, who'd come with a child without any father, had committed something terrible as well. So she was being likened to the other Miriam, because she also bore the same name.